Speech off.
Hey there, everybody. I wanted to make this video, not to show off my beard. And by the way, if we see each other in public, don't yank it. It's not fake. I don't know why it's white, but apparently it is. I'm starting to resemble Santa Claus with red hair. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. First of all, I want to say happy Juneteenth. And I want to express that, I've been posting a lot of stuff related to what's been going on the past couple of weeks, past however long, related to Black Lives Matter and everything going on with George Floyd and the like. And I just want to say, not that anyone has accused me of it, but before anyone does, I'm not jumping on a bandwagon here. I firmly, firmly believe in Black Lives Matter. I have never understood racism. I could never wrap my head around such a deep level of hatred that it would bring you to kill another person just because of the color of their skin. And that's a bigger part of who I've always been, because as a kid, for wearing glasses, I used to get picked on. I've never understood, not completely, and I probably never will completely understand people who have to disparage someone, hurt someone, even kill someone over a difference as minor as the color of their skin or their sexual orientation, anything like that. Back in my early 20s, I started to become active in learning about apartheid. And I kind of caved to a few people around me who treated me like the idea of standing up against apartheid was stupid. But it's who I am. I don't, pardon my nervous touching my face, thank God I'm alone. I'll go wash my hands and all of that later. But as I was saying, it's always been a part of who I am. I can't stand or condone or tolerate racism. And the fact that I'm seeing now in the news there are still lynchings going on in 2020 is heartbreaking. And I'm reading this book, The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. And I'm rereading the book Native Son by Richard Wright because I tried to read it in high school, and I'm learning now in retrospect I didn't understand anywhere near enough about it. And I wish I had. I mean, for me, it wasn't just an assignment. I became fascinated with the book, but about as fascinated as a naive, undereducated, visually impaired white boy can do. And I just want to say to anyone I know who's watching this, and if you're Black, I'm in solidarity with you. I wish I could attend a Black Lives Matter rally right now. First, I don't know where they are. Second, with 2/3 of the buses being cut off because of shelter in place and the like, I don't know how I'd get there. So I'm attending in heart, in spirit, even if I can't in person. And I just want to say that seeing police murder Black people on a nearly daily basis, and there being so little accountability, just upsets me more than I can say in words. I used to think we had made so much progress. I kind of, for lack of a better term, I don't have a better term. I kind of bought into the idea when Obama was elected that, hey, we've made some progress here. We're really changing. Bullshit. No, we're not. We're making little tiny baby steps, but we're not changing. Nowhere near enough. So yeah, let's defund the police. Let's stop giving them military grade equipment. Let's stop this whole nonsense, to put it nicely, of them not having consequences for what they do. Let's stop pretending like there isn't a problem, because there is. And it's huge, and it's ugly, and there's no simple solution for getting rid of it. One thing I've learned from this is, if you're white and you don't understand Black Lives Matter, or you're feeling a little scared to admit that maybe you've had racist thoughts go through your head and you don't like that part of you, or whatever, if you're a white person, you need to find a Black person that you can respect and trust, and sit down and have an honest conversation. And when I say trust, what I mean is trust them to give you the truth straight, without sugarcoating it, without watering it down. Have them be blatantly honest. We need to have these conversations. We need to stop putting our blinders on. And we need to wake up to the reality that no matter what the history books say, this country was not completely built on the idea that all men are created equal. Honestly, the Constitution ought to say all white men were created equal, because the guys that wrote it, as a lot of you know, were slave owners. And it was hidden, but the Constitution was designed to actually protect slavery. So anyway, my point is, as I said a few moments ago, to show that I'm not jumping on a bandwagon here. I'm not just doing this because it's trendy. I'm doing it because I believe in it and because I care. And there are so many reasons why racism is wrong and why Black lives truly do matter. They're all as human beings as we are. You white people out there. Black people are just as human as anybody else. And to try and say all lives matter, that's just pretending there isn't a problem. And I'm sorry if my thoughts here get a little scrambled, if I go down a tiny little rabbit trail or two. But these are my thoughts. I love you one and all. And to anyone who has any kind of a problem with what I'm saying, I'm sorry if you don't like it. It is how I feel, and I'm not going to change for you. But if you really want to sit down and discuss in honest terms why I feel the way I do, without debating, without rhetoric, and ask me honest questions about what limited things I know, because I'm still learning. I'm just starting to learn. I'll gladly do it. But if you want to try to pretend with me that the problem of racism in this country isn't as big as it is, and you want to try to show off your white fragility, I don't want to hear it. I want to be honest with you, and I want you to be willing to listen. And speaking of listening, I've talked long enough. I've poured out my heart enough. If you have been listening, thank you.